don't got money that lawyers can buy. I don't got my own government's laws on my side. But I got this old rifle that my granddaddy owned. This is my prairie, this is my home. I'll make my stand here and I'll die alone. Well, they can drill and they can mine all my motoring bones. This is my prairie, this is my home.
My presentation is over Corey Blunt's song, This Is My Prairie. Mr. Lund is a native of Alberta, Canada, and this is the prairie he is referring to in the song. Alberta is known as the Texas of the North, as it shares large oil and mining resources and a large ranching population. Mr. Lund takes on the persona of an Albertan rancher to cover the controversy between the oil and mining industry and the ranchers. He does this with an informal and somber tone throughout the song, as seen by his use of diction through pronunciation of words and the melancholy chords he uses in the song. He also narrates from a first-person point of view. I will now break down the song and show how Mr. Lund alludes to the greater struggles happening in Alberta. In the song, he talks about, "The water is poison, my calves are all dead, my children are sick, and the aquifers bled. They want a big pipeline right through Pop's Grove." This line is referencing the negative environmental effects that the oil and mining industry can cause that also affects ranchers and farmers, as well as eminent domain issues to support the oil and mining industry, such as pipelines and mineral rights. I can't blame the riggers or the guys driving truck for feeding their families and making a buck, but take a close look at the stock that you own. Here Mr. Lund is saying that the blame for the oil and mining industry cannot be laid on the common man, because they are just trying to make a living like the ranchers themselves. But the corporations can be blamed, as well as those that support them through their stock purchases. I don't got the money that lawyers can buy. I don't got my own government's laws on my side, but I got this old rifle that my granddaddy owned. Mr. Lund is describing the struggle ranchers are facing with not being able to combat the problems they are facing with legal means. Therefore, they are forced to do it by illegal means, such as make a stand with a rifle in order to defend their way of life. Mr. Lund's word choice in the chorus is also interesting. In the first stanza he uses, "They can drill, they can mine on my smoldering bones." And in the last stanza he uses, "They can drill and they can mine on my moldering bones." Smoldering can mean show or feel barely suppressed anger, hatred, or another powerful emotion. Mr. Lund is describing the rancher's feelings toward the issue expressed in the song, as well as alluding to the willingness to die in the confrontation described in the song. Moldering can mean slowly decay or disintegrate, especially because of neglect. Mr. Lund is showing how the result of the confrontation went, that the rancher is now dead and decaying, and overall how the issue between the oil and mining industry and the ranchers is being neglected all around. The form of the song is in 5 stanzas, with 4 lines each. Mr. Lund uses dactyl meter in the chorus except for the 3rd line, where he uses anapest meter. Throughout the other 3 stanzas, he stresses whatever word or syllable he deems fit in order to better emphasize the meaning of the song without any formal meter. Dactyl meter is when the first syllable is stressed and the second and third are unstressed. Anapest meter is when the first 2 syllables are unstressed and the third is stressed. The rhyme scheme that Mr. Lund uses for this is my prairie is rhyming couplets in each stanza. He uses end rhyme as well as masculine rhyme to accomplish this, although the way he pronounces the second and last line in the stanzas does make it sound similar to slant rhyme. It cannot be considered slant rhyme though, because the words do not rhyme as they are written. The connotations of loss of freedom and way of life invoked by this song have a personal resonance with me because I come from a small farming town and can understand how it would feel for all that to be stripped out from under me and my family, as well as the pioneer spirit of fighting for what's yours. Thank you.